Hello, my name is Allison, and I'm here to share with you a little bit about my experience doing a 3-month Dharma coaching package with Rebecca. Here I am at the end of this journey. When I signed up for this Dharma coaching package, I really didn't know what to expect. I had become interested in trying coaching, and I met Rebecca after a discovery call, and I thought, hey, she seems to know what she's doing, and I'm really interested in just kind of exploring what this whole coaching thing is. So I was really in a place where I was open-minded. I didn't know what to expect, but I felt very excited after my initial meeting with Rebecca that, that we were going to uncover something that maybe I haven't been able to uncover myself. Throughout the 3-month process, Rebecca had a number of tools to be able to use each session to kind of help me dive deeper into identifying what my Dharma is. And I really had come into this process thinking that we were going to identify that my Dharma was something I had never thought of before, and that, really it was going to change everything. And one part of that is true. So one thing that I did find out through the Dharma process is that I have largely been living my Dharma in the past couple years, past decade. I chose to work in the field of public health, and it turns out that within my Dharma, after going through all of those exercises, that public health work is actually right in alignment with that. So that was a nice surprise. It felt really good to finally know, hey, I don't need to be questioning my career path, because that's not really where the dissatisfaction in my life is coming from. It's coming from something else. So it also helped me be able to identify, okay, if I have been living my Dharma as far as my career and my choices all along the way, then what the heck is going on? And so it really made me kind of have to think inwardly, or look introspectively, and really kind of tease out what exactly is the problem. And I never ever would have thought that I made such a big life decision that I did. But working with Rebecca through the Dharma coaching process really helped me see that I couldn't put up with a level of inauthenticity that I had told myself was the way that things had to be anymore. So I was working at a 9-to-5 job where my employer didn't give me any flexibility. And I had told myself for so long that this was the best, this employer, this place of employment was the best that it was ever going to get for me in this field. And so I needed to work around all of the inconvenience. And after going through this coaching process, I realized that I actually do not have any more tolerance for that level of inconvenience. And really, I was not being my authentic self because I had made so many compromises along the way, telling myself that this was it for me. This was the best it could be. So the big transformation that I made is I stepped away from my 9-to-5 job, working at a higher education institution. And now I am on the path of, kind of figuring out how to live my Dharma, work my Dharma in a way that's authentic. And so I have stepped into a path that's authentically me, and it makes day-to-day decisions so much easier because I know what I can tolerate, and I know what I no longer will tolerate. And I really have to say that at the beginning of this process, I had no idea where we were going with this Dharma coaching, and I'm so happy that I did it because things are much clearer. I know who I am better. I also know what direction to keep moving in as I continue this journey of learning more about myself and living authentically. So if you're thinking about it, I highly recommend it. It can only help you. So thank you so much for your time.